Good evening, everybody. Today I have a special treat. This is a special independent brand called the Ewing 33 for us old timers, named after and made by for Mr. Patrick Ewing of the New York Knicks and the Orlando Magic, and the legend Patrick Ewing of the Supersonics. This is they're a collab with a company, ice cream company called Mikey Likes It, an ice cream company found in New York City. I don't really know much about them, even though I've been to New York City, but it says they have stores in the East Village, Harlem, and Midtown. But as of this posting, they are apparently closed according to their online website, though they are open for catering and whatnot. So that's something interesting to know. But this is the Ewing 33 Sport Lite in size 10. This box is already different. Looks like it's a customized box just made for this collaboration in white and blue with their logo. But it's got quite a treat for me. This is the Patrick Ewing Sport Lite in size 10. They did recommend sizing up from my usual 9.5. You've seen my other videos. So I went up half a size, and I did try them on earlier, and they do fit a little bit snug. If it would have been 9.5, 10 fits perfectly. So I do agree with their assessment of going up half your size. You can get these online, and I think maybe some stores, but I haven't seen any local stores carry them. But this is, wow, blue suede, if you can tell. I got these for $100. They retail for $140, but they're on sale for $100. All their shoes are in this similar style for about $100 to $150, I think is their price range. This shoe is, I frankly forgot about these shoes. I'll be honest with you, it's been so long. Back in the 90s, when Mr. Patrick Ewing was playing and very big, he had his own line of shoes, obviously, and these were this company, or same company, I guess they've been on and off, brought this back, and now this is the new shoe. They try to make it as close to the original ones, obviously with the new colorways and whatnot. So it's got this bulky 90s feels to it. This shoe was first introduced back probably in 1990, in the 90s. So this one I think is from the 1993 season. It's a little bit lower cut than the usual Patrick Ewing, because as you know, he's a big guy, so he needs that ankle support. And back in those days, the big guys, when they ruled the NBA, they were down low, they were pounding, so they really need that ankle support to keep them grounded and keep them from preventing injuries. And as you know, Patrick Ewing unfortunately faced a lot of injuries, kind of robbing him of a still great career. This suede is very luxury to me. Very smooth. It's not going to be waterproof. This is going to be a luxury shoe. I don't see everyday wear with this shoe. This is a nice shoe. This is a quality shoe, but at the end of the day, this is going to be, you're not doing mowing the lawn with these. It's going to ruin those for sure. This comes with a bunch of little nice extras that we don't see in most shoes these days, such as these extra shoelaces here, the white shoelaces. These shoelaces feel quality, and they do fit the scheme perfectly. Got his Mr. Patrick Ewing himself, number 33. So this was designed in 1992, and it's got the specs for it. And it's a little cool basketball keychain. That's I think is famous. I guess the brand is famous for. It's heavy. These are heavy, and these are the light ones. So these are heavy. All their shoes are going to be heavy. But as I said, those that's what it was back in the days, for big men that are pounding down low, lots of post up. They're playing heavy minutes, running up and down court, 7-footers, 250, 300 pounders. They need a heavy shoe, and maybe nowadays we don't need it as much, but for some of us, it does provide that good ankle support, as I was saying before. It's got that retro vibe, obviously. Nowadays, lighter is better, a lot of tech, lots of foam. This one is just a lot of material, a lot of shoe for your money. You can tell from the back. This is just padding everywhere. solid shoe. The sole, is thick. It's rubbery. It's got good traction. This looks like it's going to have some good traction here. These are meant to be played in, maybe not nowadays, but in 1993, professional all-star Hall of Famer wore these, and that's what this shoe is. It's good enough for Patrick Ewing in the 90s. It's going to be good enough for you even today, unless you're really good and you're like also going to the NBA. Then you probably want an actual modern day shoe. But the rest of us amateurs, this is going to be good enough. This line is going to be good enough to play in. Not as advanced, as I said, as the newer shoes. So if you're looking for something more lighter with some more foam posits or the Air Zoom things, this one doesn't have it. Comfort-wise, I think these are not as comfortable as the newer shoes, basketball-wise. But as far as durability, performance, this one is just up there. It's as up there with modern. At the end of the day, it's just a shoe. This is not going to make you magically a better player or anything like that. But if you're looking for like that authentic, is this worn by an NBA player? It is. It definitely is. It's got the Ewing in the back here, looking nice. The inside, I haven't taken these out yet. This is the inside. Got some nice details to it. Kind of looks like like a little some ice cream is in there. That's a nice touch. A lot of detail. A lot of good cushioning here. They got the little ice creams up front here. If you can tell, little ice cream. Mikey likes it. That's the collaboration. We'll go into a little bit more collaboration later on this brand collaboration. But this shoe overall looks and feels fantastic. It feels luxury. Feels like it costs more than it does. Come with a lot of little tiny extras. But for $100, maybe less if you got a coupon. I couldn't get the coupon to work. It's amazing value what you get. You're getting an authentic shoe worn by a Hall of Famer back in his heyday. Quality shoe, quality traction, quality material, beautiful rich material. For $100 or $150 if you buy it full retail, if that's how it is. I definitely like it. As you can tell, I am very excited about this shoe. I don't know what I'm going to wear for it from a dad standpoint, because I don't see myself wearing it for anything other than just going out, maybe for dinner, relaxing. We're not doing any work in these. It's just too nice to be mowing the lawn, too nice to be walking the kids, too nice to be taken to the park and running around the grass. It's just too nice for that. I'll be honest with you. Maybe I'm being a little bit overzealous, but these just feels too nice. This feels like almost like wearing it for a special occasion, wearing it to a nice meet around, maybe to a barbecue with the boys. It's a great conversation starter. I think that's what it's going to be. Definitely not good for chores. It's going to be hard to keep clean. You get it wet, you get grass on it, you get stuff on it. It's going to be difficult to keep clean. That's just how it is. It's a quality shoe, but you know what? You got to take care of it. You can't abuse it in any way, because it's beautiful in my opinion. YMCA wise, as I said, it's good enough for Hall of Famer. Definitely good enough for us at the YMCA. Obviously, if you're a smaller guy, if you rely on more speed in your game, obviously this might not be a little bit too heavy for you. But compared to a Jordan or Kobe's that I have, or any of the conventional Nike, the Zions, it's a little heavier, but it's not. It's not super heavy. You're not lugging it up and down. You're not going to be lugging it up and down the court. You're not going to be any slower. You're not going to be jump less because it's heavier. You might feel a little bit more, lose a little bit of agility based on your game, but at the end of the day, it's not going to matter. This is a basketball shoe first and foremost. It's got additional styling now, but the design is for basketball. And if you want to hit the gym, you want to hit the courts, this is definitely a shoe you can wear. No doubt about it. Obviously, this one with the suede, it's going to be a little bit. It's going to be a little bit hot in there. They got some ventilation here, but it's going to be a little hot as it was before. Now this line, Patrick Ewing, or the Ewing 33, I'm not sure what their affiliation is with Patrick Ewing. I assume they're very similar. They got his picture and everything. It does come with a winterized version where they make it a little bit thicker with some more waterproof material. So they got a ton of that stuff on the website. So you guys are free to check it out. I personally am looking to get one. Hasn't been snowing a lot this year, or almost at all. So I'm not sure if I can get it this year, but I'm definitely looking to get more of these shoes. I alluded earlier, they do a lot of collaboration. This one's a collaboration. They have a collaboration with breast, all pink one for breast cancer awareness, and they have one for Death Row Records as well. Depending on how you guys feel, East Coast, West Coast, Tupac, Biggie, it is what it is. I found it interesting that they kept it real in terms of collaboration with stuff from the 90s. I think Death Row Records is, all intents and purposes, defunct, owned by some hedge fund somewhere, just a brand. But they do have a collaboration. I am interested. I am saving up for another pair. As you know, budget is tight, especially after I spent all my money on that chair, which I still love, and with the kid and whatnot. But our budget's tight for everybody, so I am saving up for all those things that dads need to save up for. But I am also saving up for a pair of Death Row Records. So I think that really speaks to me and my childhood growing up, basketball, rap music, even though I'm not, super musical or anything like that. It's just my childhood, and I think a lot of dads in my age group, or in general, if you just are appreciative of hip hop history, will know that that's a thing. That's an important time in our lives, and I'll be bold. It was an important time in our country's lives, and hip hop lives, where that brand, this shoe, that kind of culture, hip hop culture, basketball, 90s, that all kind of blended together. And I think that's what makes me so excited, that when I found out about this brand, because growing up, you know what, I didn't grow up, I didn't have a lot of money. My parents, they did the best they could, but we couldn't afford any of these shoes. I played in insert generic knockoff, whatever we found on sale at Big Five. You guys know what I mean. The Fila's before Grant Hill got them. You know how it is. These were the shoes that I saw players got. I wanted to wear them when I played on my teams, YMCA back in the days, high school. I wanted to wear those. I wanted to wear these, right? So now, I'm in a better place now. I'm glad. I'm so excited they still kept making these. A lot of the shoes, back then, they don't make them anymore. Yeah, the Jordans are coming back, but some of those shoes, you're not going to really get them. I'm excited that these shoes are back. I think you should be too. I will definitely check them out. It might not be your style. This might not be your style, and I totally get that. It's a very specific style. I played as a big man growing up, and then it turns out I wasn't growing as fast as I could. So I was playing center, forward, but then I kind of stopped growing. So then I kind of went away from these kind of shoes. But take a look at them, relive some of that, old nostalgia. Patrick Ewing, whether you liked him or not, if you were Chicago Bulls, you're a Knickerbocker fan, you liked them, you're a Rick Smith man, you're a Hakeem Olajuwon, you think John Starks blew it for Patrick Ewing's legacy. Whatever you are, this is an important shoe in my opinion. I don't know about the branding, I don't know all the ins and outs, but the fact that there's an independent company remembering what it was like during the heyday of the big man is important. And I think you should take a look if you grew up in the area or you're interested in the history of basketball, of Patrick Ewing, of course, of the Knicks, to take a look. And take a look, enjoy these shoes, maybe not buy them with your hard-earned money, I totally get that. But take a look, educate yourself on what they have, and just reminisce of the good old days, if you don't mind me being so bold. But another shot of them. I plan to wear these soon after this review. That's why I was in such a hurry to get this review up, because I want to wear these. I want to wear these like right now. I want to go to the local store just to pick up anything, just to have an excuse to wear these. So that's it for now. Have a great evening and great upcoming week, everybody. Thank you, and God bless.